Hi friends, welcome to CADMech. Today I am going to discuss about Palmer block assembly. This will be tutorial lesson 1, Palmer block. In this class I will be discussing about Palmer block assembly, as you can see in the screen. So I'm going to discuss the following topics in this tutorial class. Open the software, how to set different settings for different workbenches, different shortcuts and tricks, how to sketch on a 2D plane, how to convert the sketches in 3D models, how to make an assembly, how to add material on them, how to use design accelerator and make a bolted assembly, how to give appearances, how to render the model in JPG format, how to make presentation with exploded view, how to make small animated video on your assembly, how to make 2D assembly drawing with this 3D, how to create part list BOM for the assembly with balloons, how to edit the title block and edit other settings in Inventor drawing file, how to export the Inventor drawing file to AutoCAD drawing file, how to export the Inventor part or assembly file into others STP, STP or IGS or other formats. So let's start. After you open the software, you will see a window on your screen like this. So to have some basic settings, go to tools, application options. So there are lots of options to change your settings. I'm not going to discuss all of it. Just for basic settings, you can change the annotation scale to your desired. I will change it to 1.5 and I will change the delay second to 1. Apply. So now you have to create a new project so that whenever you do something, like you make a part or assembly or open that same thing again and again, you have to search. You don't have to search it or browse it from your computer. It will directly go to your project file. So for this you have to create a project. So click project, a new window will pop up in your screen. Right click, new single user project, next. So I will give a project name. Let me first browse this path. Okay, change your project name here, change your project name, click finish. So you can see your project has been created. I have named it Palmer block 1. So click done. Now you can see that it's selected. Palmer block 1 is selected. So now go to file, new, from new, you can open your desired workbench like part, assembly, drawing or presentation. So its default templates are already there, so you have to select. Or either what you can do, there is another option is there here. If you select this configure default templates and change it to your desired unit system, like I want millimeter, and then select OK. Click just overwrite. Now if you click new part, it will already by default, whenever you open a new part, it will the units will be in millimeter. So after, if somehow you forget to change the unit, but you started the sketch, then also from inside you can change it. Go to tools, document settings, units. From here also you can change this units, whatever you desire. So I don't need to change this, already change it to millimeter. So now I will close this window and again come to 3D model and select this option, start 2D sketch. If you click here, you can see start 2D sketch, start 3D sketch. So 3D sketch, I will discuss this 3D sketch on my upcoming videos. Today I will discuss only about 2D sketch. So click 2D sketch. It will ask you to select the planes. You can see XY plane, YZ plane and XZ plane. So it's a general practice, at least I prefer this, to select always XY plane. So when you click the XY plane, the plane will automatically come onto your screen, and it will be like parallel to your screen. So you can see the view cube here. You can click anything, any corner, it will change to that direction. So I need it for front view, or otherwise click shift and scroll button and you can rotate it like this. But and only scroll, if you click scroll, then you can pan or move the screen. So I need the front plane to draw. So first, to draw something, whatever you draw, you need to constrain them. You have to give dimensions with some reference point. So here the reference point is this center point. You can see here origin, this is center point. So whatever you draw, you have to give reference with this point. So suppose anyhow, if you delete this center point by mistake, so you can't draw. You can draw anything, but you can't give reference. You can give dimensions like this, but it won't be constrained totally, because you can't give any dimension to the center or a fixed point. So to get back the center point, there is a way to get back the center point. You click the center point here in origin, you can see, then click project geometry. So again the center point will come and you can start draw whatever you want, and you can create dimension and you can constrain them fully. So now you can see here create, modify, pattern, constraint, insert, format, all the panels are there. So you can adjust them as per your requirement. If you right click in this space given top of your screen, you will see some options. That is, first is ribbon appearance. That is, you can change the appearance of this ribbons if you want to. When you will know everything, actually for beginners this is not required at all, but you can change it to small, so there more space you have. But I recommend for beginners, just keep it as normal. Okay, so another is show panels. Whichever you want to switch off or you want to on, you can use from here. If you want to add parameters. Here you can add parameters. Now see, the parameters is here. If you want to again remove this, you want to deselect this, then show panel titles. If you switch off this, deselect this, the panel titles will be gone. You can see there is no title, and this will give the panel titles. Customize user commands. So first of all, whenever you have to draw something or modify or create or anything, there are commands like line, circle, arc, etc. But if you right click on your screen, you can see there is a quick access toolbar is appearing on your screen. From here also you can create lines, circle, general dimensions. You just have to either you click on this. After right click, you can click on this, or you can drag. If you remember the direction, you right click and drag in that direction the command is, so it will be selected. So you don't need to go over again and again and selecting the commands from this panel to these panels. Okay, so you can change this quick access toolbar as you desire. So to change this, you can right click here and customize user commands. You can see marking menu. If you want to change circle with slot, then select apply. Okay, now right click, and now you can see center point slot. Okay, so let it be. And if you want to bring or change it to your default settings, then just click restore default. Okay, apply. So here also there are some keyboard shortcuts which you can edit or you can use from here keyboard, and there is a ribbon option. If you want anything to import to your workbench, you can add that to that workbench. For like sketch tab, in sketch tab I want line color to be imported. Just click here. Okay, apply, close. Now see the user commands line color is here. So like this way you can you can set your user panel so that just to make your life easy. So I don't need it, so let it be, close. So now I have shown you how to draw either by this way. I will draw. I will right click and drag over here, and the line is selected. So let me draw. So for straight line, you select straight line, and if you select straight line, and now if you want to create an arc, you just click at this point and drag your mouse, and it will be and center. This is actually a tangent type, but if you press Ctrl, then the press Ctrl so that you don't take these constraints. Here I need the constraint. Complete your sketch. Create a center line. Either by this way you can convert it to center line, or you select line, then select here center line. In this way also you can create center lines. So just remember to deselect that center line, otherwise whatever you will draw, it will be a center line. So now I need to delete this constraint. Now I can adjust it. So first make constraint this circle point to this point to this, actually this point to this, but actually constraint this and break your constraint. Delete, constrain it to this point. Now use symmetric command. Use symmetric, this one to be symmetric. Okay. Now add dimensions. This dial will be 63. Now it is showing a radial dimension. So if you want to change this, right click and change dimension type to diameter. So I want this to be 63. Enter. And this one to be radial. Okay. This one to be 58. 58. Okay. Now give dimensions. This will be 6. This will be 20 millimeter. This will be 51. 51. Now constrain this with this. Give dimension 144. 144. And this one to be 36. This will be 36. So now you can see all the lines is converted to black lines. Before giving the dimensions, it was blue. So whenever you give the dimension and constraint, when you give dimension, it converts to black, so that you can identify your sketch whether it is totally constrained or not. Okay, so your sketch is completed now. So after you completed, if you remember that finish 2D sketch, just it will automatically come to your 3D workbench. Now you can see your sketch has been created. You can rotate pressing shift and scroll. So now what I will do, I will extrude this. After clicking extrude, select these profiles, So here it's asking to define the direction, so it's by default. In this case it will extrude in a certain direction. You can change the direction or flip it to other side, or you can make it symmetry, like it will be equally extruded on both sides, or you can you can select asymmetric. In this case it will be not equal on both sides. In this case I need symmetric. I will go for symmetric and click symmetric, and I'll have to give the dimension, required dimension, so 63 in this case. So I click OK. So my part has been this is the cover which I'm creating. After I have created the cover, save it just by pressing Ctrl S, or go to file, then save. So now it's see, you have created this folder and you have already defined that part, so it already came to this folder. So you now name it cover, save it, it has been saved. Now now click this XY plane, or you can select the face also, but I will go for XY plane, XZ plane, create sketch, draw a center line and draw a circle. Select the line, press horizontal constraint, and it will be horizontal. Give dimension type radius 72. Make it tangent to this edge. Okay, now trim the external portions. Now you can see your sketch has been created. Finish sketch, go to extrude, click the profiles, close profiles. You want to use extrude. So this time I don't want to create a mass, like I want to cut extrude. So I will click this option, and I want to change the direction, and I want it to be through all. Click through all. Okay, now you can see the end part has been created. Now mirror this, select mirror, select your plane. Okay, it has been mirrored. This the oil hole is there, so in this curved surface, so I have to create this oil hole. So for this, what I can do, I can't draw any hole or a point in this curved surface. I need to create a plane. That is why I will go to plane and select tangent to surface and parallel to plane. I want tangent to this surface and parallel to this plane. So the plane has been created. Now create sketch and just give a point, finish it. Go to hole. There are lots of various types of hole. Command is there. That is simple hole, clearance hole, tapped hole, and taper tapped hole. Okay, so in this case I want a simple hole, so click simple hole, define the diameter. Dia is 6. Define the dia. I want it to be a certain, up to a certain distance. So 2, I will select distance. So now it's telling me to, it is asking me to define the hole depth. So I want this hole depth to be 20, and I don't want in the end like any angle. I want it flat. So create OK. Now again go to hole command, this selected. So now I will change the dia to 3 millimeter, and it will be through all. So now select this and select this face, and after selecting this this radius, it will be automatically constrained to concentric to this bigger to the bigger circle. So click OK. So the part has now been completed, you can see. So some other finishing is there, but I will do it later. So for now it is completed. Save it, file, create new. You can see now it will always be in metric and standard IPT, because I have already changed the setting after I created this project. Click create. Again 2D sketch, select XY plane, so now give dimension 63, 3, 25, 36, 130, 144 divided by 2, creating center line and using the same symmetric command. Create dimension, it is already constrained. Give 22, okay. Now trim, make it collinear. This, give dimension 3, exit sketch, create extrude, symmetric 63. Okay, so let's once again let's check the finished part. So here you can see this. Now what I have to make, I will make this. One thing which I forgot to add, just to this face will be taper, so what I can do, manually add 2 lines, trim it, and again symmetric this 2 line with the center line. This will be 260. Okay, and this will be 2 millimeter. Finish sketch. Let me check the part again. So now I'll have to make this curved face. So again I will select this plane and create sketch. Draw a line to the center, make it center line, draw a circle which will be .72. It will be tangent to this edge. Make it collinear with this, collinear with this. Say dimension, just suppose 10. Exit sketch, select, extrude, select the profiles. Now I want to remove the material, so select cut. Now I want up to this face, select OK. Now it has been created. Select mirror plane, YZ, OK. It has been mirrored. Now again I want to create a plane tangent to this circle. So tangent to surface and parallel to plane. So it is going over. I don't know how to bring it to this surface, so just offset from plane. Exit plane 63 divided by 2. So I want it to the other direction, so minus 63 divided by 2. It will be just projected here. So again I will create, again I will go to create sketch. I will draw a circle this time. give dimension, or otherwise you can create a point and exit. Hole to this point, diameter 6, distance 10. We want flat, click flat, press OK. Now see what is happening here. You can't see the hole because the circle is, the curvature is like this, and the extrusion, the cut extrusion has been in this direction. So better in this case delete the hole. Again go to work plane, create sketch, draw a circle this time, diameter 6, finish sketch, extrude both direction symmetrically. I want to remove the material, cut, give dimension 20, both side, each side 10, click OK. It has been created. Hide this plane, right click on this plane, click visibility, it will be hide. Now again I want to create two elliptical holes in this plane. Create sketch, draw a center line, make it a center line. Now go to rectangle and see there are various types of rectangles are there. So in this case I will select slot overall and click this dimension. This I need 22 and width I need 16, and center will be 105. You can see the sketch has been constrained. Finish sketch, remove the material through all, OK. Mirror, select this extrusion, select mirroring plane, OK. Now I have to give fillet in this corner. Select this edge, create fillet, say 20. Oh, it's bit larger, 15, or I think 10 would be good. 10, yeah. Select this edge also, apply. So in any case, if you have a object where you want every edges to be filleted, or you want to give a radius to equal with dimension, then click the fillet command over here, click fillet and all rounds to suppose 1 millimeter. So it will create a fillet to all the corners which has been created. So I will do it next. First I need to create one more slot here. I will click center point rectangle. It will be 30 and 30. The position will be 105 divided by 2. The depth will be 14 millimeter. Okay, extrusion, mirror this mirroring plane YZ. Okay, save your part, cover, say it's a block or a body. I say it a block. Save. It has been saved. Now this part has been completed, so one more part is there which I have to make, that is the brass. So in this case, if I open this part, I can see it's very simple. So go to here, create new file, then new part. It will automatically come to part. Select XY plane, select draw a center line, deselect the command, draw so it will be 38, it will be 63. First define this dimension, it will be 10 millimeter. Make it symmetric to the center line, this to the center line. Now this one to be 63. Now the internal diameter will be 50, that means 25, and this would be 63. One more thing I want to show you, if you would have created a center line here, sometimes dimensions are given in your drawing radially, or sometimes it's given in diametrically. So if convert it to center line, so sometimes suppose you want to give the dimension diametrically, so if you click the center line, it will come like this. So if you put 63, yeah, okay, you could have given this dimension like 63 divided by 2, that would also work, but just to show you, I have done this. Finish sketch. Now select revolve. So it is asking to select the axis, so we already made an axis, but if you have not made this axis, then go to origin and select this x-axis, y-axis, z-axis is there. So by just keeping the cursor on him, don't click it, it will show you the axis. So I want x-axis, so click x-axis, it is going a full revolution. It is giving a full revolution, but I don't need in full revolution. I just need it in half, say 180, and I want it symmetrically. Okay, so what I do, I will save it first. Save. I will save it as top brass. Save. So now let me check it. I just need to make a hole here. So again I will go to plane and select tangent to surface and parallel to plane. I want tangent to this surface and parallel to this plane. So the plane has been created. Go and create sketch, make a point. Either you can make a circle or you can make a point. So I will make a point. Hole dia 3, and I want it to through all. Okay, so the top half has been created. Just now I will save as to, and I will rename it to bottom half. So these are top and bottom are both symmetrical. So the only difference is in the top half there is a hole, and in the bottom half it is now bottom half. In the bottom half there is a extruded part in it. So I will go to hole and delete the hole, but it is asking me to consume sketch as a feature. I will deselect this, then I have this sketch and go there, edit sketch. Instead of a point, I will create a circle now, and I will give a dia to 6 mm. Sketch, make it visible, visibility on, extrude, flip the direction 10 mm. Say OK, give a fillet to the surface, say 3. Okay, now the part has been created. So I have created all the 3 parts. So I will end this session here. To know more about the assembly, drawing and animation in the assembly, and BOM creation with balloon identification, how to give appearance, and the other parts which I have already discussed in the intro, you will have to see the next video. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to have all the latest updates. Stay safe.